Guten Tag, liebe Schüler und Schülerinnen. Heute sprechen wir über Dativverben. Today we are going to discuss dative verbs. First, let's define what a dative verb is. A dative verb is one that is followed by an indirect object. The problem is that most of those are direct object verbs in English, so you really do have to memorize which ones are dative verbs and which ones aren't. So let's take a look at some examples, and I have just chosen a few for you at this point. Okay? First one, wehtun. Das Mädchen tut dem Jungen weh. The girl hurts the boy. If you look at the sentence, you see here is the subject, here's the verb, and here's your dative. Okay, so it's called a dative verb because it's followed by a dative noun or by a dative pronoun. Next one. Die Ohren tun mir weh. My ears hurt. Also the literal translation would be the ears hurt me. Again, subject, verb, and here is our dative object. Notice also that die Ohren is in the plural, so the tut becomes tun, and we'll look at the conjugations of tun in a second, okay? Last one is tut mir weh, it hurts me. Again, subject, verb, dative pronoun. Be careful, hurt also has the connotation of injured, and when it has that connotation, German does not use wehtun, but it uses the adjective verletzt. Okay, so if you wanted to say that somebody is hurt as in injured, or hurt as in injured physically or injured emotionally, maybe even, you would say er ist verletzt. Now let's take a quick look at the conjugations of tun. Tun means to do or to make, and it does conjugate just like a regular verb, except that you don't have the en at the end, so you only taking out the n here, and then you adding just your regular conjugation endings to all of those. So nothing really earth-breakingly new here. Let's take a look at the next verb. Helfen, to help. Der Lehrer hilft dem Schüler. The teacher helps the student. Subject, verb, dative object. Next one. Hilfst du mir bitte? Again, here's a question. Subject, verb, dative object. And das hilft dir nichts. Subject, verb, dative object. So I'm sure you're getting the hang of that. Here's another one that is used in with a dative object. Fehlen means to be wrong or to be missing. It's a little awkward because we translate it differently in English. So let's take a look. Was fehlt dir? What's wrong with you? Okay, so here again we have our dative. Now be careful, because if you say something like meine Mutti fehlt mir, we're saying my mom is missing to me. So if you wanted to say I miss my mom, in German you're really saying my mom is missing to me. Same as my friends. I've missed my friends. You would say seine Freunde fehlen ihm. His friends are missing to him. Okay, last two. Gut gehen, schlecht gehen. In this case, we always have a subject that is. It is going well and it is going badly for somebody. And this is really something that you've used since day one. Wie geht es dir? And the reason why it is a dir is because the gehen here, when it talks about well-being, is a dative verb. Okay. Es geht ihm gut. He's doing well. Again, it is going well for him. Okay, literally. Heute geht es mir schlecht. Literally, today it's gone badly for me. Dative object. Alright, word order. Der Bauch tut dem Jungen weh. Subject verb, direct object. Nothing new here. We can start with our indirect object and just turn it around. Indirect object. Remember that the verb has to go second position and then everything else just follows in place. Es geht mir gut. Subject verb, indirect object. Or indirect object, verb, subject. So we can start with the indirect object, but we have to make sure that the verb is in second position. Same thing here. Der Lehrer hilft dem Schüler hilft der Lehrer. Okay? And you see how the cases are used in this sentence to indicate who's helping whom. Okay? So even though this is starting in first position, there's no doubt and whether the teacher is helping or the student, because the one that is helping is in the nominative here, der Lehrer, whereas the one that is being helped is in the dative, dem Schüler. Und das war's für heute. Das war alles für heute. Tschüss, bis zum nächsten Mal.